And Joe Biden leads President Trump in the latest national general election matchup. According to a new USA Today Suffolk University poll, Biden tops Trump by 10 points, 50 to 40%. Trump reduces Biden's lead to 6 points, 38 to 44%, if a third-party candidate also runs. When voters were asked if Trump and Biden are a strong leader, Trump narrowly leads 45 to 43. 47% found Biden to be honest and trustworthy, compared to 31% who said the same about Trump.
Can we stop right there for a second? So let's keep this up. John Meacham, we commented on this before the election in 2016, that Donald Trump's honest and trustworthy numbers were very low. And that would be devastating for any candidate running for president, except for the fact he was running against Hillary Clinton. And of course, Hillary Clinton and Clinton supporters would say that her numbers were as low as Donald Trump's in the honest and trustworthy category, because Republicans had been attacking her nonstop for 30 years. I just want to note, as we look at these honest and trustworthy numbers, that the reason why right now you can't really compare the numbers between Donald Trump and his Democratic challenger at this stage of the race, like you did 4 years ago, is because these numbers right here. Donald Trump was running against a candidate who, again, had a lot of political baggage, had been in political war nonstop for 30 years. You don't see that with Joe Biden. His honest and trustworthy numbers, obviously 16 points better than Donald Trump. And on the one issue that Donald Trump cares about the most, being seen as strong, it's basically a draw.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that right now, seems to me, I mean, even if we were in normal times, which we're not, this would be, late April, early May, still incredibly early to try to figure out exactly where the horse race is. I think the shorter campaign helps Biden. This is actually more like, and you spend a lot of time thinking about this, this will be more like a British parliamentary campaign to some extent than anything I can think of in American history. There's going to be a consuming issue. It's going to be the reaction to public health crises and its economic fallout, their economic fallout. It'll be fairly intense, I suspect, 12 to 16 weeks where people are paying attention. And I suspect there's going to be a lot of down ballot tail in either case. And so we're going to see something we haven't seen in America in a long time, if ever, which is a much more focused campaign on the specifics of how a particular candidate or president would react in a crisis, and it won't be conditional in Trump's case.
All right, when asked who cares about people like themselves, Biden leads 57 to 39. And taking a look at their support by gender, Trump leads by 11 points among men. Biden holds a 23-point lead among women. Among African-American voters, Biden holds a commanding lead over the president, though his support among that demographic has fallen 16 points in this poll since December. So, Willie?
Yeah, Willie, I'm looking at these numbers, and something that I've been told my entire adult life from pollsters is when you look at campaigns, one of the key issues that always comes up is cares about people like me. You look at these numbers, Joe Biden with a double-digit lead, almost a 20-point lead over Donald Trump. It really does look, at this point, and it's still very, very early. We don't know how this is going to end up. But if these numbers remain consistent, and I don't really see Donald Trump's honest and trustworthy numbers going up, I really don't see cares about people like me numbers going up. People know him. It's baked in the cake. It sure looks like Donald Trump starts this race in late April against his presumptive Democratic nominee in a position where he's going to have to thread the political needle to win.
Yeah, Donald Trump's never going to win an empathy contest with Joe Biden, and those numbers bear that out. As John rightly points out, we're still 6 months away, and these numbers in this country will change 100 different ways between now and then. But it is true, as you've said many times, that on Russia or even Ukraine, despite the fact the facts were very clear there, people who support the president or some people making up their minds might say that Democrats were just out to get this president. They were bitter about the 2016 election, in which the Democrats won the popular vote but lost the Electoral College. They thought Hillary Clinton should have been president, et cetera, that they would take the president's side there. But in this case, there's no boogeyman. It's a disease. It's a virus that's spreading around the world. And it's clear, as that Washington Post piece points out again this morning in very detailed terms, that the president just whiffed on this, that he missed the boat for 2-3 months when he could have been taking aggressive action. And people, Republicans and Democrats alike, see coronavirus in their lives. They see it in their families. They see it in their communities. And they know it's not somebody's fault. And they wish he'd been handling it more seriously from the beginning, including today.
All right, coming up, the CDC adds new symptoms that could be signs of the coronavirus. We'll tell you what they are and what the addition of those symptoms means. Plus, it's one of the biggest questions looming over the outbreak right now. Can antibody tests help end the coronavirus pandemic? Our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Dave Campbell, tackles that straight ahead.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.